Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Pavan, an Olympian and beach volleyball world champion and a longtime professional indoor player.
And I'm Adam, former indoor player and coach, current beach volleyball coach, and most importantly, Sarah's husband.
We had quite the discussion last episode.
Lots to dissect. Lots of player growth, lots of personal growth.
Lots of psychology.
It was a bit of a kicking though.
The first set is not close.
Yeah.
And we ended on Suga coming to take out Kageyama from the match. A little compare-contrast there going on with Kageyama and Oikawa, both in their setting styles, their mindsets, experience levels perhaps. So yeah, Kageyama regressing a little bit back into his king of the court mode when he was feeling the pressure.
I will say there was a little bit of growth though, because he wasn't necessarily yelling at his hitters, which we saw in middle school. It was more of just kind of an internal focus and being a little more selfish in his view of the match. So I think that's at least a little bit of progress.
Fair. Oikawa, there is some thought and reason behind the vast majority of the things that he does.
Seems like he has a high emotional intelligence. It's kind of what I'm getting from watching him and hearing his coach talk about him.
Off court, he's a little immature in my opinion, but sure. Today we are watching season 1, episode 21 of Haikyu called Senpai's True Abilities.
Suga?
I think that's a fair guess. Let's see how Suga tries to right the ship here. Karasuno falling apart a little bit here in the first set, so let's try to keep it respectable, close that gap a little bit, and maybe see if things improve in the second set.
So you think, I mean you know, but you think my prediction of Suga starting the second set is incorrect?
I'm not, I don't know. I'm contributing nothing.
Well, we'll see. Maybe Ukai will have a really good conversation with him and try and give him a second shot. We'll see.
We will see. We'll find out right now because episode 21 of Haikyu is coming right now.
It's a good referee.
へこむなよ。一回リズム変えるだけだ。すいません。こいつも心配だけど、この二人が今同時に折れたら、お前を倒すのは絶対俺って言ったら。ひなた、怒られるぞ。それまで誰にも負けんじゃねえよ。試合終わってねえんだからまだ負けてねえし怒られるってば心配なかったかな
影山外からちゃんと見とけよそんで一回落ち着け先輩のプレー見てな
喋んなくなってよなんか考え込んでんなってのはわかるけど声出さないと何考えてるかわかんねえべよ
俺声出してなかったか
うん少なくとも今までのどの試合よりも
So he doesn't even know he's doing it.
こいつに言われるほど余裕なくなってたんだなあ今入ったカラスノのセッターって2番あ、3番だ じゃあ入りたての天才1年にスタメン取られたんだ。大地、いつもより声出てなかったぞ。え、首相が余裕なくなってどうするよ。すまん、大地に説教できんの菅さんだけだぜ。月島、この爽やかくんの実力は全然わかんないけど、アップ見た感じでは真面目とか丁寧って言葉が似合う感じかな。岩ちゃん、あの2番君がブロックにいるストレートのとこ低いから狙い目。おう、ナイスレシーブ。田中、狙い目はブロックの低いストレート。
Get him.
Did you see what happened there?
Yep.
うまいことやったな。相手のスパイク直前でブロッカーの位置をスイッチ。ナイスブロック月島、ナイスナイス。いや、菅原さんが強いとこと試合すると大抵ブロック低い俺のとこ狙われるから、今回も多分そうだなと思ってさ。でかいやつ隣にいるとやっぱ心強いな。いや、はい、悪い、ごめん岩ちゃん。
What does that remind you of?
Lindsay Burke. Profile.
I was thinking fair on both accounts.
I've played with some very small setters. Let me tell you, digging down the line, seeing a monster left side just elevating over their hands and your face is right there, not the best feeling. So that move has been used on teams I've played on. Very smart. Sometimes if it's an out of system ball, the left side and the middle will go together and the small setter will drop off the net to get tips. Very good different variations available. Suga showing his smarts, his experience.
I mean, I loved everything he did.
Great attitude
Yeah.
shift when he got on the court.
Well, he knew kind of what each of his hitters needed, just from a personality standpoint, like an energy kind of what to say. And,
Okay.
木田、島、磯田。はい。ナイスレシーブ、ふにみちゃん。うわ、完璧に返された。速攻来るか。クイック。
His first block, his first solo.
レシーブが綺麗にセンターに返ったら多分センターのクイックが来る。でも慌てないでいつもよりほんの少し
Just a little higher.
コートの外から見ていた時は確かに悔しさはあったけど、中にいるよりずっと冷静にゲームが見えてた気がする。
Yep.
試合に出られなかった時間もちゃんと糧になってテンションがガッと上がりましたね。
ああ、
大丈夫ですよ。プライドの高そうな影山君がベンチに下げられてへそを曲げてしまわないか心配だったのでは。大丈夫ですよ。影山君の強さ、うまさの要因は高いプライドと、でもそれを上回る上達への貪欲さだと思うから。月島、もう一本の一だ。一本で決めろ。次の攻撃は俺は影山みたいにドンピシャっていうトスを上げる技術はないから、次はこういう攻撃でいくよっていうサインを出したいんだ。
大地
Their little nods.
レギュラーを譲ったかわいそうな3年生。菅は肌身にはそう見えるかもな。でも来いともくれとも言わねえ。飛び寄じゃないんだから神業速攻はないよ。ですよね。菅はずっとコートに立った時のことだけをシミュレートしてきた。カラスのもう一人のセッターだ。
found him.
俺は影山と比べたら技術も身体能力も劣るけど、チームのことは少しだけ長く見てきた。俺対青葉城西だったら絶対かなわないけど、俺の仲間はちゃんと強いよ。 こ一本で切るぞ。
Wow.
どんまい、船だ。なあ、ちょっと。ナイスだ。一本。くそ、ここで。
Something I noticed in the first watch through, and I'm going to say it again, Oikawa is always serving. Okay?
Yeah. When was this? Yeah, I don't think that should be the case. Score-wise.
Right?
I'm trying to think, when did he last serve?
Right, either after or before Kageyama.
Like, they've had 20 points for a while.
Exactly,
Yeah.
they're at like 22.
Yeah.
I don't know. He serves a lot, you guys. I think the perspective on Kageyama was very nice because I feel like people like him can often be misunderstood. Of like, yes, he could be angry that he was taken out because of pride, but it could also be equal parts that he just is always looking to improve.
Yeah, and I mean...
Which are two very different sentiments.
Yeah, and nobody likes being taken off. Like, no matter what your attitude is, like, you come off the court only because you're not playing well. So regardless, like, you're going to be frustrated, angry, upset. Like, I think that's a totally normal reaction. Mm-hmm. I really like that we're getting a perspective of how Suga has spent his time watching the team. Like, it's... You kind of forget about him in the last, whatever, 6 or 7 episodes.
I never forget about him.
But it's cool to see him talking about, like, I've had an opportunity to watch the team, to see the interactions, to see how we've grown, and he's using that now to his benefit when he gets a chance. And that's all you can ever do is prepare to take advantage of your opportunities, and he's done a great job of that so far.
Suga has also been another point of contention in our watching together.
Wait, it has?
Yes.
What was the contention?
We don't need to bring it up again.
Oh, yeah. I took a little shade for my take on his.
And he definitely...
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
Yeah. Oh.
今度は間狙いか。絶妙なところに打ってきやがる。悪い、俺が行くところだった。俺も出過ぎだ。すまん。
Oh my gosh. That should be set point.
I mean...
一体あいつのサーブに何点取られたんだ。もしもバレーに究極のプレーがあるとしたら、サーブだけで25点取ること、相手に攻撃のチャンスすら与えない。それがサービスエースだから。俺が通る。
Oh, run it, baby.
10番の取りでライトから5番。いや、バックアタック。
Whoa.
Oh, get it.
Hero.
No, this isn't gonna go well.
Oh. You suck.
なあ、ちょっと。正常の速攻な。俺たちのやるのよりほんのちょっとタイミングがゆっくりみたいなんだ。だからいつもより少しだけためたから。
Ooh.
Nice block.
It's going in. What? He touched it.
Yeah, he definitely touched it.
コートチェンジだ。行くぞ。惜しいぞ、日向。次は止めるぜ。アイス。くそ、危なかった。完全にタイミング合わされた。あの2番君が入ってから本能だけで動いていたチビちゃんまで考えて動くようになったな。
He touched it. They were robbed.
Agreed. We're starting to see Hinata get a feel for blocking a little bit. He's got a couple good touches. I mean,
Suga's given him some good guidance.
yeah, because he's been a literal non-factor at the net for most of the time he's been playing.
He hasn't really learned. The height matchups are tough, and so his timing is even more important, and he hasn't had time to really learn it yet.
Yeah.
But, moment of truth, ladies and gentlemen, is Suga going to be starting or Kageyama?
In this situation, given what just happened, who would you start, Suga or Kageyama?
I mean, they still got crushed.
Sure.
Like, Kageyama went out at what, 2011? They lost 25-15.
Yeah.
So they actually did worse. The
No,
morale.
They went point for point.
20, so that means Seijo gained 5 points, Karasuno gained 4.
Yeah. It's pretty much back and forth.
Okay. The team morale is probably better right now, but the output on the court is not necessarily better.
Fair.
I'd probably give Suga a chance.
That's where I'm leaning.
He started at such a big deficit, like there wasn't a ton that he was gonna do, so I'd probably give him a chance and see what happens.
Yeah. Okay.
2セット目もこのままでいく。で、一番厄介なのは及川のサーブなわけだが、守備を少数制に切り替える。
なんつうかカラスノの攻撃、あの影山と10番の速攻ありきで考えてたら、ああいう普通のちゃんとした攻撃されると調子狂うな。つい10番見すぎちゃうよな。
岩ちゃん、足りない頭使うと頭痛くなるよ。
確かに練習試合でも影山ばかり注視してきた。もう一人、こんな特実なセッターがいたとは。
菅原さん。
He called him a special setter.
金田一のラップ12番の速攻ってもしかしてちょっとタイミングゆっくりなんですかね。
He's seeing broaden his perspective.
ボールを見てそれから叩くみたいな。
菅原っていう完全未知の司令塔を入れたことで相手は確実に混乱してる。
影山君とのギャップですね。
ああ、他の連中を平常心に戻すメンタル的な部分が狙いだったが、こんな効果もあるとはな。これは他の試合になっても通用するぞ。
影山。はい。俺たちなんつうか同じポジション取り合う敵みたいな組織になってるけど、俺だっていっぱい試合出たい。俺もですけど。でも今コートに入ってみるとさ、相手はでかいし、スパイクは早速俺のとこ狙われるし。
They're gonna run us like a 6-2.
前なら萎縮してた。でも今は後ろにお前が控えてる。すごく頼もしい。俺が入ってる時の得点、お前が入ってる時の得点、合わせてカラスノの得点だ。俺は俺なりのベストの戦いを、お前はお前なりのベスト。それで正常に勝つぞ。おっす。
影山君はへこんでますか？
へこんでね
なんだよ、引っ込められてかわいそうだなって思ったのに。
てめえの心配してろ。さっきのしょぼいダイレクトなんだ。
うるせえ、初めてだったんだ。
俺が入ったらまたガンガン打たすから覚悟しとけ。
We do not deserve Suga. We do not deserve Tanaka or Suga. They are gems.
They are gems. That's why they're in the Broncos.
Seriously, whether I'm on the court, whether you're on the court, regardless, it's a point for Karasuno. Oh.
Do you think that they do like a Suga in the back row and a Kageyama in the front row?
Oh.
Right, you can't say anything.
What do you want me to tell you? Tell me I'm right!
Okay.
I don't know what they're gonna do, Adam. I don't know.
But I do know. Okay, here we go.
Set 2, baby. Perfect. Perfect pause as always.
It's our specialty.
前まで考えすぎモードに入るんだよ。2セット目絶対取り返す。そのためにはまず及川のサーブを攻略だな。カラスの2セット目少しローテ回したな。正常は1セット目と一緒か。
でもなんで回したんだろう。
Signature ukai move, as we're learning. I said that the player on I said that the player on Seijo during warm-ups a couple episodes ago was Lydia. Do you remember that?
Yep.
When he was like, hey, great swing, and he was like, this exact play also reminds me of Lydia. Lydia would sometimes go up, make a huge kill, and just turn and stand there and smile. So that reminded me of her. Lydia, I love you. Can we get some footage of that? Yeah, I know you have some.
そうかよ。別に仲良し恋ししようってしてるんじゃなくてさ、ああやって声をかけながらスパイカーそれぞれの表情とか今日の調子とかそういうのを見てるんだと思うよ。特に月島は2、3年生と違って菅原さんにとっても未知な部分が多いだろうし、なんで俺が他人のそれも月島なんかのご機嫌伺いしなきゃいけねえんだボケって顔だな。別にそんなこと。だって影山、日向打ちづらそうだったらすぐ修正するだろ。はい、こいつすぐ空振るし。でも他のみんなはそこそこ技術があるからそれなりに打てちゃうと思うんだよね。俺が言うのもあれなんだけどさ、うちのスパイカーって結構レベル高いと思うんだよ。俺もそう思いますけど。じゃあさ、そいつらがちゃんと 100% の力で打てたら多少ブロックが立ちはだかったってちゃんと戦えると思わないか。
He's gonna learn.
Teammates are a beautiful thing.
大王様サーブのターン来た。
He's serving again. Shocker.
サーブレシーブ2人体制。及川のサーブだが守備を少数精鋭に切り替える。及川の超高速サーブを相手にした時、一瞬のためらいや迷いが命取りになる。でレシーブに秀でた西野や沢村の少数2人で対応しようと思う。練習では一度もやってないフォーメーションだ。でもお前らならやれます。
Interesting.
That's
2セット目のこのローテ、1セット目
ballsy.
から少し回してスタートしたのは及川がサーブの時このローテーションを持ってくるためか。
及川のサーブで崩されたりサービスエースで取られた点は1セット目だけで5点。あのサーブを攻略しない限り正常には勝てない。来い。
Pickle Jinx.
Nice angle.
They're both smiling.
及川のサーブを1本できるってことには重大な意味がある。
Don't overthink it.
これを決められれば重い1点。重要で同時にプレッシャーのかかる1点。
Gotta go to Asahi.
ここは1セット目、自分で及川のサーブの流れを断ち切ってから調子を上げて。田中、お前に託す。
Use those hands,
Get that
baby.
outside hand, baby.
All
The
day.
left side's bread and butter.
Look at that jumping libero. Love to see it.
さすが首相君。
I love that.
うちのスパイカーって結構レベル高いと思うんだよ。そいつらがちゃんと 100% の力で打てたら多少ブロックが立ちはだかったってちゃんと戦えると思わないか。
こっちの指揮も申し分なし。経験や基礎技術では正常の方が確実に上。点数を離されたら苦しいのは確実。でもしがみついていれば必ず流れはやってくる。
Ooh, nice high swing.
2セット目の互角だ。
Look at that.
ブロックしっかりついてくるな。金田一、攻撃読めてきてるじゃん。おっせ。
あの爽やか君も決してレベルの低いセッターじゃないけど、彼が組み立てる教科書的な攻撃、決して無茶をしないセットアップ。カラスロの基礎攻撃力が高いのは確かだけど、そういうチームとは今まで何回も戦ってきた。さあ、突き放しに行こう。
Sorry again. They need to put Kageyama in the front row.
こっちのセッターのとこ抜かれることが多くなってる気がする。だな。ナイス
Oh, wow, that was a good angle.
Triple.
Tip it!
正常の連続得点だ。ブレイクは流れが動き出す始まり。ここで正常を乗せんなよ。
They need to
セッ
side
タ
out
ー
this
が変わ
ball.
ってからカラスノはレフトを使ってくることが多いですね。カラスのレフトはどっちも強力だからな。でもあの10番にちょこまか動かれるよりは戦いやすいかな。
Nice.
だんだん自分の首が締まっていくように感じる。でも不思議と落ち着いている。まだ焦りに集中が濁されていない。理由はきっと目的がはっきりしてるからだ。いけんば！
自分がベンチに下げられるってことは自分が用済みだと言われた証拠だと思っていた。実際あの時はそうだったんだと思う。
今は後ろにお前が控えてる。すごく頼もしい。
俺と菅原さんのできることは違えけど多分目的は同じだ。
レフトレフト！
Okay, this is a copyright pause because we've
yeah.
been having this running for quite a while.
Getting into the match.
Yes, and we probably could have kept it running, but
I mean, kudos to Kageyama for learning on the fly. I don't think, well, I can only speak from personal experience. I definitely wouldn't have been able to do that.
he also has teammates that are like helping him and like kind of calling him out on his issues.
And that's fair, but I think to be able to get out of that frame of mind of A, feeling sorry for yourself, and then B, being angry you got pulled, and then come to a point where you're actually able to receive that information from your captain or from your senior players, like that's hard to do. Like, he's processed all of that emotion well through half a set, and he's coming out the other side and being like, now he's gonna go, okay, what can I do from the bench to help my team? And I think that, for me, having seen him when him and Hinata were like this at the beginning, like, that's not something I would have ever said about him. So I think that's cool growth for him, and it's impressive to see him move through it that quickly.
What do you think of the two-man serve receive choice?
Ballsy, not where I would have gone.
Given the explanation, it makes sense to me, actually.
I totally get where he's going with that. For me, looking at how much his serve moves, I think I would have thought that's a little too much court for two people to cover. I probably would have done that with three across the line, so there's less seams but less movement. But I mean, Daichi and Noya have been angles outside their body, going down, covering well. I mean, maybe we don't see enough. Maybe his serve only bends one way and they can just move that way. I don't know. You're rolling your eyes at me.
No, like he said, most of our aces have been in between players, so why not just eliminate that and put the two most competent passers out there, and they know that if the ball's in their zone, they need to take it. Like, it's
That's working.
interesting.
Yeah.
出たい試合に出たい。もっとここにいたい。こいつらと一緒にいたい。コートの中の緊張をくれ。まだこいつらと一緒に戦わせてくれ。息苦しさをくれ。ここに立たせてくれ。ボールに触りたい。戦いたい。自分の手でトスを上げたい。何度でも。ならば俺は俺なりのベストを、お前はお前のベストを、それで今目の前の試合に勝て。
Nice dig.
悪い日向、今の速攻少しゆっくりすぎたが。
ああ、いえ。
あ、カラスの9番呼ばれた。
セッター交代っぽいな。あとワンプレーかな。
須賀、次の一歩俺によこせ。絶対決める。
Wait, is he front row or back row right now?
Good question. Back. Whoa!
Whoa!
Yes! Did it for Suga. Give him a great send-off.
Yeah.
He took care of the team.
ちょっと悔しいけど、俺のトスとお前のトス、打ってる時の日向の表情が違うんだ。分かってると思うけど、うちの連中はちゃんとみんな強いからな。
うっす。
よし、勝つぞ。
うっす。
お疲れ。
お疲れ様。
正常と互角に渡り合ったじゃねえか。
Oh my
う
gosh.
ちの連中は強いですから。
でもあれだな、次の時はもっとセンター戦積極的に使ってもいいかもな。
Next time.
ありがとうございます。
なんだ、
菅原君にとって次っていうのはすごく嬉しい言葉なんじゃないですか。みんなの力をちゃんと引き出せたら正常とだってちゃんと戦える。でもその先へ一歩進むにはやっぱりカラスノが誇る最強の踊りが 100% 機能しなくちゃいけない。それができるのはお前だけだ、影山。
No!
I got full body chills.
You love to see. I'm so glad that Suga got rewarded. I know. I'm gonna hear about what I said about him not wanting to be on the court. I get it. But he, when a guy who is the ultimate teammate gets a chance and then comes in and he played well. That's the thing. He played well, and that's all you can ask. And good for him.
He came in, he rallied the troops, he got the morale high.
And
Yeah.
he, what I saw was he did as well as he could do. Like
Yeah.
the things that he does well, he executed. He played to his potential in that, and now Seijo has kind of keyed in on the left sides, and he doesn't have that connection with Hinata. Like that's a good coaching move by Ukai. The defenders are now, they're a little bit slower on their block. They're leaning out one way. Then you're going to speed it up with Hinata moving around in the middle. Like you might be able to catch them like a half step slow at this point just by changing the setter there. And in the front row, he's going to be a better block. So they're in a position to maybe push it to 3.
Suga knows his limitations.
Yeah.
Oh, round of applause for Suga. You love him. Okay, what is the score even? I got so goosebumped up that I just completely
I
blacked
think
out.
either 15-14 or 16-14. I think it was 14-13. They got a block to 15-13.
No. Karasuno was up 14-13 and then Seijo turned 2 points, so then it was 14-15. 15-14 for Seijo.
But then Asahi scored at the back row.
We don't know what the score is.
It's around there.
All right. A win for Team Suga. And Ukai said next time, which those two words are gonna keep Suga pushing.
Do you think that was intentional?
No.
Or it was just like, that's what I thought too.
It was not intentional.
Yeah.
He was just talking.
He was coaching.
He kind of acknowledged basically like you did a good job by saying that, but I don't think he did it on purpose at all. But Takeda, our man, picked it up. Let us know your thoughts. Get in that comment section, please. We would also be so happy if you would like this video, subscribe to my channel, and we need to finish off this match. It could last one more episode, it could last 2 more, it could last 3 more. We don't know.
How many episodes are in season 1?
25.
Oh.
We're getting close to the end, everybody. So we'll see you next week with episode 22. We cannot wait. See ya.